GIOSETTA FIORONI, 1932. The TV Girl, 1964. Enamel on canvas, 113.5 by 146.5 centimeters. Longer side is horizontal. No frame. This is a work of figurative art and portrays a woman seen in profile from the bust upwards. She faces left with respect to the viewer. Her folded arms bring her hands to her face, which is found in the foreground at the center of the canvas. The woman's entire body is white in contrast to the silvery background. The work is realistic. Of her profile facing left, we quickly recognize her facial features: her left eye, nose, half-opened mouth, pointy chin, an ear peeping forth from underneath her long straight hair in a braid resting on her back. Some loose strands of hair are tucked under her ear. The girl does not seem to be wearing clothes. Her hands are close to her face, and starting from her left shoulder in the foreground, we can clearly perceive the movement of her arm as it bends. Her elbow coincides with the lower edge of the canvas and ends with her hand right near her nose. The other arm in the foreground is bent upwards and is almost entirely covered by her left arm. We see her hand rise and reach behind her head. Overall, especially for the arrangement of her arms, we feel a sense of motion, as if we were observing a single frame from a video immortalized upon the canvas. The girl's body is portrayed in white, while the entire background is silvery. The work stands out for this simple color palette. GIOSETTA FIORONI, by using only white and silver without nuance, creates the effect of a photo negative. There are no volumes except for the head, where a strip of white gives the idea of roundness. A few sections are also painted in white between her hair to create the feeling of braids. The color, precious yet elusive, is applied in such a way that the brush strokes and the pencil outline underneath can still be seen. The title states the source of inspiration: a girl from TV. GIOSETTA FIORONI, in her works, often uses photo images taken from the media, as was typical for pop artists who frequently found material from common images accessible to everyone. GIOSETTA FIORONI developed in over 60 years of activity a powerful and eloquent visual language made up of symbols, signs, and emotions. She is well versed in painting, drawing, ceramics, performance, video, theater, and fashion. Between 1960 and the early 1970s, Fioroni, a member of the Roman school of Piazza del Popolo, experimented with silver-colored industrial enamel to create monochrome works. Then, from 1963 on, works based on photo-image projection from all sources: advertising, art history, personal and family experiences, fairy tales, and finally landscapes. The artist presented this series for the first time at a group show in 1964. This highly intimate technique, known by the name of argenti, allowed her to give shape to the nascent pop imagery with the series dedicated to female icons of the time, and to repurpose in a modern way famous works from the Italian tradition. The characters in her paintings are crafted through a lengthy process. Beginning from photo projection onto the canvas, the artist successively outlines the edges in pencil and then fills the fields with silver paint. In these works, Fioroni creates a bond with contemporary reality from the late 1960s, aimed at expressing the sudden changes in perceiving the world introduced by new optical and technological methods, and by the proliferation of media images. The work on display at GAM is part of these series.